Hey everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Graham and today I'm going to be talking about the decision you have to make when you buy a new car, especially a car like this. You get to choose between a soulless, lifeless, boring automatic transmission and an amazing, exciting, fun to drive manual transmission. Now I'm going to be doing this video today in my brand new car. It's a 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport Model Touring Edition with a 6-speed manual transmission. I just spent a lot of money to get this car. It has a manual transmission. I think I made the right choice, but I'm going to go over some of the benefits and advantages of both of them, and we're going to compare to see exactly which one of these transmissions is the best. Okay, so let's talk about transmissions. I'm going to be using the Honda Civic as my reference point, but to be honest with you guys, the same thing is going to apply to pretty much any car that offers either a manual transmission or an automatic. Now, manual transmissions are a great way to drive. They're a lot of fun. They really connect you, the driver, through the car to the road. You are able to use the gearing ratio to really determine the quality of the drive you're going to be doing. It's a lot of fun, lets you anticipate in advance and optimize your performance. Now, there are several benefits traditionally that a manual transmission is going to have over an automatic. Number one, it typically is going to save more fuel. Now, this has been changing recently as automatic transmissions are getting more and more advanced, highly computer controlled, and they're integrated with the engine itself. What that means is the engine is going to drive differently based on what gear you're in or what speed you're driving if you have a continuously variable transmission in order to optimize your fuel economy. Now, a manual transmission gives you specific fixed ratios between the engine speed and your drive speed. I have a 6-speed, so I have 6 different ratios. And what that lets me do is I can choose the gearing ratio that I think is best to apply the engine speed I want to the road speed that I want to drive. Okay, so let's talk about the automatic transmission. In the Honda, it's a CVT. That stands for Continuously Variable Transmission. Instead of having specific gear ratios that lock in the engine speed to the road speed through the transmission, it has one gear that can continuously shift to optimize the exact right engine speed for the road speed. So now they are considered a little soulless and joy-sucking from the drive, and I completely agree with that sentiment. It really does. It robs you, the driver, of the ability to really manage and control your driving experience and how you apply your driving to the road. Stupid motherfucking goddamn CVT soul-sucking transmissions in a Honda Civic? Are you kidding me? For instance, when you accelerate, quite often a CVT will bring up the engine speed without bringing up the car speed, and you get this weird disconnection. Basically, the engine goes wee and starts to pull, but it doesn't really launch the car at the same speed. Now, you would expect that if you are accelerating through a gear ratio with a manual or a traditional automatic, it's going to pull the car through that gear. With a CVT, you don't get that. It's completely absent, and for that reason, it is considered lifeless and joy-sucking from the vehicle. Now, the benefits of the CVT, of course, are they're very lightweight because there's really only one set of gears that will adjust as you drive. They are also very fuel efficient. You can find the exact right engine speed for any road speed you're going based on your driving habits. And in theory, with the Honda Civic, it has a turbocharged engine. Now, I'm going to tell you something here, guys. I hate this, but the CVT, in theory, will help the car accelerate faster than you could with the manual transmission. Let me explain. Okay, the turbo engine, guys, it has what's called turbo lag. Basically, this is what it means. You depress the throttle, more air and fuel starts to go in the engine, and the turbo starts to spin up and generate pressure. The higher the pressure, the higher the boost, the more air and fuel go into your engine, the more power you get. The lag is the time that it takes for that turbo to generate that pressure after you apply the throttle. And like every other turbocharged car, it's noticeable. It does exist. That turbo lag is going to happen at every single gear shift when you shift in a manual transmission. So if I go from first to second, second to third, third to fourth, every time I'm going to lose boost pressure during my shift, and I have to wait for that turbo lag to catch up. Once that turbo kicks in, I am generating optimal horsepower and I'm going to accelerate at my fastest rate. So what does this mean for the CVT automatic? Here's what it means. You only get turbo lag once. You step on the throttle, the engine speed picks up, the turbo generates boost pressure, and you hit maximum horsepower. Then as you accelerate, the transmission will maintain that single gear without having to shift and lose boost pressure as you accelerate. So theoretically, it is a superior way to accelerate. I know, I hate that. I hate it too. The CVT is a joyless, lifeless, soulless transmission. It destroys the driving character that is in this car. The manual transmission, guys, it's a slick, shifting, enjoyable car to drive. The CVT is the exact opposite of that. And to me, that sucks. Now, the CVT does cost a little bit more money, but let's be honest, when you're spending money on a brand new car, you should really be buying the transmission you're going to enjoy rather than the one that's going to save you a few dollars. It's a marginal investment on an already significant investment. So make the choice because it's the transmission that you want. Now, if you don't know how to drive standard, I'm going to put a link to some videos that I've already done. They will teach you how to drive standard. Guys, it's really easy. It's not that hard. If you're scared of driving a standard, don't. Get into a stick shift, figure it out, try it, practice it. You will get it really easy and you will love it. Okay, so let's examine our options. On the one hand, we have the Honda Civic with a CVT. This thing will suck the joy out of your driving experience. Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit more fuel economy, and you're gonna be able to say that, well, on a good day, an ideal situation, it actually can accelerate about the same as a manual transmission. But let's be honest, you will not enjoy it. On the other hand, we have the manual transmission. 6 speeds of slick shifting enjoyment, driving pleasure. Guys, this stick shift is pretty impressive. Okay, so let's ask a very important question here. Am I biased because I paid money and bought a manual transmission? Yes. Am I biased because I don't know anything and I never tried the CVT and I don't know what I'm missing out on? No, I took the CVT for a test drive. I know how a CVT works. I did not enjoy it. I really do think that it ruins the driving character of this car. This car is really fun. This turbo engine is very impressive. And if you have a manual transmission mated to it, you got 6 speeds of enjoyment. I love it. Okay folks, that's the video. I hope I helped you make a good choice between the amazing manual transmission and the lifeless, soul-sucking automatic CVT for the Honda Civic. Okay, guys, I know I give it a bad rap. It's really not that bad. If you really want to get the CVT automatic, just get it, whatever. Just ignore me. I'm just some guy on the internet who has an opinion like everybody else. It's your money, it's your car, you buy it. I will just think less of you. Oh yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to write a comment if you got something to say. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future.